Now in this video we will learn how to set up the gradebook for the entire course. So a gradebook is a very useful way of organizing the entire assignments and evaluation activities. So finally the overall grade for the students will get calculated using the logic that you'll be giving in this gradebook. So to make any changes on Moodle, the very first thing which you'll do is to navigate to your course page, and when you are there, just click on this setting button and turn editing on. So once you'll do this, some additional options will start appearing. Like we have seen in the last video, you can add topics to create these sessions. After which you'll click on again on this button, and then you'll click on gradebook setup. And once you'll do that, you'll come over here. So like we have seen in the previous video, we want to create three components, which is our continuous assessment, midterm, and our final assessment. And in our continuous assessment, we might have multiple parts, or even like in other kinds of assignments or evaluations that we'll be doing. But for now, let's say we'll focus on creating those three categories, which is continuous, midterm, and your final term. So once you're here on this page, there are two options available: add grade item and add grade category. So what we'll be selecting is the second option, which is add grade, add category. This option will allow you to create those three components that we have spoken about. So let's say the first one is the continuous assignment or assessment that I want my students to take. Some important things to note over here, like we have discussed in the previous video. You need to know 10 prerequisites before you'll start creating this. So once you're here, this you can keep as weighted mean unless you want to change it to some other kind. Weighted means can work pretty nicely if you are aware, or if you are sure that certain things will get certain kinds of weight in the overall or the total grade that the students will be getting. So you can keep the rest of the things same. Just notice this option, which is excluding empty grades. So in case you miss grading somebody, it will not consider that as a 0 for that particular student, and it will not add up or the weight for that particular grade item for them to create the final grade. So I'll recommend to keep this option checked. If you're somebody who will treat the empty grades as 0, then you can uncheck this option, but I'll recommend you to keep this checked. Then you'll go below. This you can keep as value unless you want to change it. And then here you will define what is that maximum grade or maximum number of marks that a student will be getting on this particular component or category. So let's say I'll write 40 over here for me, and these are certain options. So if you want to keep this particular category hidden, you can choose this. Otherwise you can keep it unhidden. This is an important option of weight adjusted. So once you click over here, this will get enabled. And let's say I want to give weight as 40%. So of the total, the three components that I have spoken about, continuous, midterm, and final, my continuous will carry 40% of the overall weight. So that's what I'm defining over here. You can click on this show more options, but you can keep the rest of the things default, and you can click on this save changes. There's a bug over here, which is like, so this weight is not coming. So you can just come over here and just change it to 40 and then save the change. So our first component is done. Likewise, you can add the other components, which is your midterm, and you'll do the same. We'll keep it similar. And here I'm assuming my midterm would be of 30 marks, and I'll do a weight adjusted thing, and this also is my 30%. Here something is appearing as parent category. This is the name of the course for which you are creating these gradebook or grade items. You can keep it the same as your course name. So this is the previous one which we had created. So we would not want to create this category under this category. So hence we'll keep it default to the name of the course, because this is our main component that we are creating, midterm, which is equivalent in hierarchy to with continuous and final term. And I'll just click on the save changes. So once I'm here again, because of that bug, it might not appear, and you can just change it from here. And finally, I'll add the last category as my final term and keep the same. And again, let's say this is my 30. I want to give 30 marks as the maximum, and rest thing same, weighted. Let's say I'll put it to 30. I'll go back here, and 30 is something which I'll put. So my weights are defined now for each of these categories. Notice that like you might have multiple grade items, which is this particular thing under each of these main categories. But how do we do it is something which we'll be seeing in the next video.